Hey, welcome back to Pillow Talk. This is Kevin Fear, President and CEO of Mattress Express. This is a show about sleep. If you're returning from the previous segment, welcome back. If you're just joining us, welcome. If you're a new listener, welcome. Welcome. I encourage you to send me questions, pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. I have one here from Amanda in Utica. She says, listen to your show from time to time. Hear you talk about Purple, see the ads. Why is it different? Okay, good question. Purple is a different technology. And there's not one Purple mattress. They have like 9 different mattresses, if I'm not mistaken. Everything from entry level to super luxury. And we can get you, or we have most of them. But the difference with Purple is there's a hyper-elastic grid. What the heck is that, Kevin? What's a hyper-elastic grid? It's actually purple in color, go figure, right? It looks like a waffle, and it's made out of this rubbery substance. And if you put your hand like in one spot, it just sinks right in. But let me rephrase that. If you put your fist in one spot, it sinks right in. But if you spread your hand out, it supports it. And it's a completely different feel. It's really, really cool. Some people love it. Some people hate it. But it sleeps very cool as well. It's very popular, so most people like it, I think. But we have Purple, and when you come to shop Purple at our stores, we'll give you the same prices online, and you get to try them before you buy them. Now, no one else has the selection of Purple that we have that I'm aware of anywhere near our stores. There's some big stores, big furniture stores and stuff that'll have 1 or 2. A lot of stores in our business, big stores, they call them top 100s. They're the top 100 biggest retailers in the country, and others will bring in a brand just to draw traffic. They'll bring in, XYZ brand that everybody likes. And frankly, they're less profitable than other brands in many cases. So they'll bring in 1 or 2 or 3, maybe, usually 2. So they can say, hey, we have XYZ brand. So you'll come in to try it, and then there's only 2 and you don't like it, you'll buy one of the more profitable beds. Okay. That's just welcome to the world of bedding. We have several Purples on the floor. One time we had as many as 9. Many stores still have that, 7 or 8. But we keep a lot of them on the floor, a lot of different ones, just so you understand how the business works a little bit. But that's a little trick of the trade they pull. But we don't do that. We have several on the floor in our stores where we have room to do that. Okay. So when I tell you we carry a brand, most of the time we have several of them depending on the brand. But you should see how many Tempur-Pedics. Some of our stores have 10 different Tempur-Pedics on the floor. 5 or 6 different Stearns and Fosters. I think you got a lot, several different Simmons Beautyrest Blacks and Serta iComforts coming. So we give you a variety to choose from. Okay. And that's why we're different. We have them all under one roof. Again, I can't say this enough. No one else in New York State has all the brands. No one else has the selection that we have. No one. And something I don't talk about enough, because I don't like to pile on when someone's experiencing something painful. We have a competitor who appears to be struggling. Big mattress chain, don't want to mention. They just Google it. But if you're waiting for delivery more than a week or so on a normal bed, something they didn't have to order, something in stock, just cancel it. Come see us. We'll give you the same or a better price. You shouldn't have, I've heard stories about people walking in and being told 4 to 6 weeks for delivery on things that a store should be able to deliver immediately. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to pile on. Just come see us. Okay, we'll take care of you. Get it done quick. Do our best. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. We make mistakes. We have to make things right with people sometimes. Believe me, I hear about it. Go easy on local businesses. Nobody's perfect. I have to remind people of that all the time. Everybody demands perfection out of everybody except themselves. And we're not perfect. We make mistakes. We run late. Sometimes we load the wrong stuff on the truck. Everybody does it. It's part of the game. We try not to, but it happens. I have found since I've been in business for myself, I've been in business for myself for 35 years. God, I'm old. And I have found myself I'm so much more forgiving and easier on people that I deal with in life now across the board. I used to be full of pea and vinegar when I was a kid. Anybody who knew me, I was full of it, and now I'm so much more easygoing as I'm older. If I go to my restaurant and the service is poor, I'll say to my wife, maybe she's having a bad day, maybe somebody called in. If businesses I'm dealing with don't come through exactly the way they're supposed to, I'll give them a chance to make it right. Just keep that in mind. Running a business is hard. And in New York, it's 10 times as hard. It's a state where they regulate you to death. I'll give you an example. I know it's a betting show, but when I came back from COVID, just to give you one example, they talk about overregulation and, you always hear these things on the news. You don't know what it means, but I'll give you a couple examples. I came back from COVID. I have a building that I own on Erie Boulevard, and it's sprinklered. Now, it's a concrete building with concrete walls, full of mattresses with the highest fire code in the nation. I could probably throw 5 gallons of gas around in this place and it wouldn't burn, but it's sprinklered. And that's a good thing, right? I get a letter from the city of Syracuse that says, during COVID, we changed the rules. You're going to have to get your sprinklers inspected every 12 weeks, and that's going to cost you money. So now every 12 weeks, I have to pay a company to come in to inspect my sprinklers. I could see an annual sprinkler inspection, but every 12 weeks. Got another letter from a local township that says on the warehouse that I own that says, you have to get your backflow valves inspected on your water system. And oh, by the way, if you don't have one, you need one by July. So I knew one of the guys on the letter. So I called him and I said, what is this? And he said, yeah, New York State is making us enforce it now. So once the water goes into your building, it prevents it from going back out. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what the big deal is, but okay, there must be a reason. So I'm thinking it's just a check valve. So I call a plumbing company that's next door to us, and they said, yeah, $5,000 to $20,000 to put that valve in. Our delivery trucks go out on the road, and you see these DOT check stops. Now, listen, I'm all for safe vehicles on the road, okay? But they stop you. They tie you up, you're waiting, you got guys on the clock. Now, nobody shows up for less than, $20, $25 an hour anymore. It's almost $30 an hour by the time you pay all the workers' comp and everything else. So they're sitting there and then they look for something to find wrong on your truck. I got to write up once and they don't, typically it's just a fix it note. You got to get it fixed. Fire extinguisher not permanently attached to vehicle. One time they went over our whole truck. They couldn't find anything. They got in, they pushed on the parking brake, put it in gear, and the truck crept forward a little bit, put a sticker in the middle of the windshield. This truck, it's full of deliveries, got people on the clock. This truck doesn't move. It has to get towed or fixed on the spot. I said, it moved like 2 inches. It's a parking brake. Why can't you just give us something to get it fixed? Nope. That's what businesses go through. So when there's a problem, when your delivery's late, and not just in my company, any company, when they make a mistake, when there's a problem, cut them a little slack. You have no idea what they go through every day. It drives me nuts when I see somebody get on Facebook and tear a local business up. Cut them some slack. These people they're working 60, 80 hours a week to build a business, to try to build a better life for themselves and your local community. And I know it's so easy to get on Facebook and just tear them apart. That destroys so much of their hard work. And I know people out there are listening and saying, oh, baloney, you should be good at what you do. Are you perfect at work? Do you not make mistakes? Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Just cut us some slack. That's all I'm saying. You can hold us accountable, but be nice. Anyway, Memorial Day sales are taking off this week at Mattress Express. Go to mattressexpressny.com, call 1-800-NEW-BEDS. Or just stop into one of our stores. Our new store in Cortland opens the 10th on Route 281 between the Chrysler and Chevy dealer. Our new store in Auburn, the Movieplex Plaza, is already open. Stick around during the break. We'll be right back after this.